Great day, good people. So I am recording this, and I'm gonna call this. Before this works, you should see this, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know where this is gonna go, how it's gonna go, but I think that most people let you see a finished version of everything. They show you like the sold out event, or once they made the money, the successful business, the you know clientele, and all of the people in the CRM maybe, or the viral clips, whatever that we made it moment. But as I've been working and grinding behind the scenes, I think that there's way more value in letting people see things while they're being built. Now, I've always felt this way, but I don't know if I've actually known how to share that, tell that, talk about that. And I'm not saying like after, I'm talking about during, right? Because honestly, I think there are a lot of people that are struggling right now because they don't get enough visibility into the actual process. They don't get to see all the pivots that are made, or the hard conversations, or the failed attempts, or the doors shut, the uncertainty, self-doubt, the learning curves, the late nights, early mornings, whatever those things. So I just decided, like, you know what, I'm gonna do my best to let y'all see it. And of course, there's always gonna be something that I'm not able to show you based off agreements and privacy and all that stuff. But I'll do my best to share um, the work. I just want to do my best to share the work. So I'm gonna frame how I got here a little bit. Hopefully, this won't take too long. But I literally just jumped on and decided to press record. So we'll see what happens. Okay, over the last few years, I've been building a lot of different things at the same time. I've had a speaking business. I've been doing personal and professional development for over 10 years now, maybe closer to 15, actually over 15 years. Wow, that's crazy. I've been doing that work around leadership development and people side of HR. I've been doing community development work. I own a real estate building, industrial space. Bought that, purchased that for $4 million. I am in the process of starting and opening a co-working space, which is just the top of the funnel word for gathering spot, giving people an opportunity to find a third space. I've been doing fundraising since I was 18 years old. I work with a nonprofit called Highly Q Brown Community Center, helping them raise a budget of $2 million. I've been trying to build systems. I've been trying to provide for my family. I've been trying to help other people grow, stay in community, be a dad, and just show up in the best ways I know how, and support people I like, people I think are dope. And the one thing that keeps happening is I keep end up in very interesting conversations. Now, if you know me, you know I enjoy asking questions. I enjoy being with people. I enjoy real conversations. Not those fake networking conversations. I mean, um, just just not the fakeness, right? I'm just a very direct, transparent person, and so I've had so many conversations um, that I think layer, that I think connect. And I mean, we're talking about conversations with nonprofit leaders, executives, young people, founders, people who are trying to figure out life, entrepreneurs, folks that are successful but still feel stuck, coaches, consultants, higher education, all of the things, right? And what's wild is people tell me a lot, and because they share their pressure or their fear or the uncertainty or the mistakes, the burnout, the questions, their wins, but the hesitancy in sharing the wins publicly, I just started realizing that there's so many lessons inside these conversations, right? Not just for me, even though I'm super grateful. I'm very grateful for the relationships that I'm able to build with people and connect with folks. Um, but there's so many lessons for other people. And at the same time, while I've been building Proximity Collective, which is our co-working space, I've been trying to create something bigger than just a co-working space, which I might have said earlier, right? I'm trying to build a place that when you think about proximity and being connected in nearness to each other, right? People feel seen. People can grow. People understand the value of relationships and connection. They understand the value of a community and business when they actually connect. What I've realized, though, is that while building something meaningful, it is so much harder than people make it look, online and in real life, right? It's way harder. So if I were to break this down, right, I would say that part of why this series even exists, or that I'm creating this, is because I made a prompt in chat. I literally was just trying to figure out how to put all these things together, right? I was reflecting on all the things that I've done, that I've learned, and I've realized that I forget a lot of what I know. Like, I literally will forget things. I'll have conversations with people and it'll come up and I'll be like, oh snap, totally forgot about that part. That's a common thing that I say. And it's not because I don't know it, right? It's because I'm moving so fast. I'm doing so things. I'll have a superpower conversation with a friend or with a leader. I'll then go to the next moment with a difficult moment. I'll be in the car driving, have like a huge realization, or I'll wake up in the morning while I'm reading my Bible or praying, and have either a breakthrough or another realization and confirmation. I'll have another conversation, or I'll hear something. But then I have to move into the next thing because I don't have time to process. I don't have time to document, which is crazy. I don't even have time often for reflection. And I just started realizing, like, yo, I've lived through way too much, and I've learned way too much, and I've seen way too much to keep letting those lessons disappear. Some of you might know, but I wrote a book a really long time ago called Lessons from My Father. And or Fathers Matter, sorry. That was the subtitle. I wrote those lessons because my dad ended up getting colon cancer, and it just hit me in a situation where I didn't want these lessons that he taught me to go untold, right? So I'm in a similar position, one, because I have a mentor who's going through something very serious and similar to what my dad is going through right now, and I had that thought, like, man, I want to sit with him and just write the story, the things that he's told me, that he's hit me with. But I also, again, that through line, right? Those reflections, those realizations are coming to me in real time. So another thing hit me also is people know me as certain things in certain spaces, right? Some people know me as a speaker. Some people would call me like a community member or a community builder. Some people would call me a connector. But most people, there's only a select few that actually know what it takes to get this work done, right? They only know how much I actually intake a day or a morning or in a meeting. They see the event or the keynote or the post, but they don't actually see the hard conversations or decisions that I have to make. They don't see the pressure or the financial risk that I put up, or the weight of carrying the leadership or the people or the responsibility, or the moments where I genuinely don't know what I'm supposed to do. They don't see those. The public doesn't get to see those. Only that select group of people. And it's not because I'm gatekeeping, it's because I don't have time always to process. So I just started feeling like, man, maybe other people need to see that part too, because I think that would be helpful. And when I was talking to people, I think that everyone agreed. So what I'm noticing lately, a lot of people are quietly building or trying to build something, right? Whether it's a business or a career or even a family, or the better version of themselves, right? But most people feel like they are behind. And I think that actually is because of social media. Social media has made it worse, but I think it's because we're in this age of AI where things are moving so fast, you don't feel like you're moving fast enough. And so with social media, it just makes it worse because everybody is looking like they are established. Everybody looks a certain way. Everybody looks like they are successful. But in real life, most people are literally improvising. That's the nice way to say it. Or lying. Most people are learning while they're going, right? Most people are carrying more than they actually talk about. I was in a session last Monday, and someone said, how many of you all are dealing with something really difficult right now, or I can't remember what it was, but like have dealt with death in the last 5 years or whatever those things are, right? And 98% of the people raised their hand. So people are carrying more than they actually talk about. And the more I have these conversations, the more I realize that people don't need perfection. They just need honesty. Every time I'm in a conversation with somebody, they are saying, yo, I appreciate you for being honest. I appreciate you for being straightforward, right? So I think people need that honesty, that transparency. I think people need visibility into the process. I think people need someone that is willing to just say, yo, I'm just figuring this out. And I'm sorry, but I am king for saying I made that up, right? I made that shit up. I promise you. So that with all of that, I think, I know that I'm in a new season, right? I'm in a season where I stop overthinking every little bit of thing. And for those of you all who know me and know I move fast, I also still process things. And so I'm trying to not overthink, which is crazy because I never thought that I, of all people, was an overthinker. Y'all got to give me 1 second. This is part of the process. See, I have an alarm that's set every day. That I send a text to my younger kids to tell them to have a good day. Hold on. Sorry. This is in real time. I wish I could scream. Yeah. I should have screen recorded it. I'll add it. Maybe I'll add a screenshot. All right, sorry about that. My bad. So yeah, I'm in a season where I'm gonna stop overthinking every little thing. I'm in a season where I stop waiting for the perfect timing, even though timing is important. Positioning is also important. I had 2 conversations this week, and it's crazy because it's only Wednesday about that. I'm in a season where I feel like I stop needing to have everything polished before I speak on it because I am, at whatever this level is that I would say or you would say that I am at. Because if I'm honest, most of the valuable lessons happen literally during the build, not after. I remember just being in the midst of the building. I remember being in the midst of trying to figure out the purchase and just having a thought and ideas, and I'm going to go back and get these, don't worry. But having a thought to say, I'm going to record every meeting, mostly every meeting that I had on the way to getting the building, I recorded on my own Zoom sessions. And so now I'm in the process of going back, getting those recordings, being able to take those, compile those together, put them all in one folder, and then be able to figure out how to leverage AI, for example, to document that whole process, right? That takes work, time, energy, effort, but even the action to say, hey, let's record this so that we can look back on it later. Those are the things that those are the things that I wish that I enjoy that I get to watch now with folks like Alex Hormozy and Cody Sanchez and Layla and Jay Shetty and all these different people. Gary Vee's been doing it for a while. Omar El Khattori, David Shands, like all these people, right? But I got to see some people behind the scenes a long time ago who also did it, right? E.T., the hip hop preacher, Kendall Ficklin, Inky Johnson, all those folks. But I also didn't get a chance to see the business owners, right? Shout out to Earn Your Leisure, also, who doing amazing things. I didn't get a chance to see or have conversations with people who have sold businesses. I was just having a conversation with a friend who's like family, who is family. And she sold 2 businesses in the last couple years. And I said, yo, what? Are you just going to skip past that? Not on top of has had an amazing career. So it's just those things where I'm like, yo, we got to think about the things that are happening during and not always after. And then let's see what happens, right? So this is the move, right? I'm just gonna document the work behind the work, which is what I think I'm gonna call this. We'll see. Not just the wins, but all the real stuff, right? The decisions, the mistakes, the pivots, the pressure, the conversations, the strategy, the leadership, the family, the community, the business, all of the things. One of the dudes that I have watched grow, Alex Hormozy, he said that he started actually his podcast, The Game, after the second time that he lost all his money, which is crazy, because he just felt like, hey, we should think about, or I should think about documenting these mistakes so I don't have to make them again. But what happened in the process of that was it helped him not only become a better speaker and a better teacher and trainer, but it also documented the stuff that he was learning in real time so that he didn't make those same mistakes. And that resonates with me so much. I don't want to keep making the same mistakes. And I'm going to talk about some of those mistakes that I'm making currently. Things that I need to change right now that I'm uncomfortable with, or I don't know how to fix, or I don't have enough money to pay for, all of those things. So I'm going to document all the real stuff. And in every episode, my hope is to walk through the same things, right? What's happening, what I'm learning, what's working, what's not working, and then what move I'm going to make next. And then the result of that move in the following video. That's my hope, right? I'm going to try. You'll probably be listening to a bunch of rants also, so I'm sorry. But I think there's value in letting people watch what's happening in real time. I'm also on the cusp of doing some super dope stuff. I'm not on the cusp. I'm doing some super dope stuff, but I'm also on the cusp of doing some stuff that I've never done before. And I think we are like right at the point of like, yo, a year from now, we're going to be in a different position. And so I'm personally trying to also document what that looks like. Man, that was a lot. I honestly have no idea where this is going to go. I have a really great idea about this right now, but I know I am committed to building something, building a lot of things, not just businesses, not just spaces, but things that are bigger than what people think. And that's the frame I've been using. Like, you think, oh, it's dope to make $100,000, and I'm like way bigger than that, right? It's dope to employ 100 people, way bigger than that. It's dope to impact 100 people, way bigger than that. Like, all the things, it's just something bigger than that. And I think because of the season of life, it requires me to be more bold about letting people see it. And that's just where I'm at. And when I switch and change, I guess I'll let people know. But in this season right now, I'm documenting it. I'm making this video. It's May 6th, 5:30 a.m. And welcome to the work behind the work. Let's see what happens. Buckle up, Buttercup.